Hello everyone, and whoa, I don't forgot I did. So, as earlier with the last two videos, actually it's gonna be one video, but with two different games, and it talks about early aggression. So I'm gonna explain early aggression into mid to late game. So as you see, the pylon goes down around 9. Um, as my other probe is count. The next probe coming out is going to be queued, and it's going to be straight to build the gateway. And just to kind of give me an idea of like APM and stuff like that, you don't need to move fast to do any of my builds. So if you're still in lower leagues and still trying to get and move yourself up, you know, I don't play fast. I only play fast. The only time you'll ever see my APM jump is when I'm in during fights, which most of the time that's going to happen anyways. So we're going to explain this. So you're going to chrono out your first 3 zealots. The forge will always, from now I've been doing this, the forge will always be in the back because Zergs will always tend to pick up timings where, you know, you might do a +1 timing attack and stuff like that. So, and I normally don't build my cybercore in the back, or as a part of my wall, but I needed to have that up there quick, because I remember last time, well, okay, my core was later, so a lot of my attacks were, so a lot of my other attacks. So what you're gonna see is the drone. I actually moved my probe out of the drone's way, so that way my 3 zealots, so he has no idea my 3 zealots are on their way. And then I take my expansion. So, and I skipped the first hatchery. The reason you skip the first hatchery is there's never going to be any real drones over there. You might see a queen, but it's not really worth it. As you can see, my APM is still not jumped up yet. So, and then, you know, I trying to get my next couple of zealots out. I get my mothership core ready while my expansion is on the way. I do lose that 3rd zealot, so it's not too big of a deal. Units lost. I lost 75 less than him, so I got my 2nd gateway for a wall. Got another cannon going down, and then here comes my next group of zealots. And then on top of that, I take my probe that's been kind of lounging around and build a pylon somewhere close. As soon as I get my 2nd gateway, I might get my other gas saturated. I drop my robotics. And all these attacks are coming within these first few attacks are coming within several minutes of each other, or at least in the game. So, you know. And then I got warp gate going. I also went and attempted to, and I actually did finish, which was sniping the roach horn. So now it delays roaches quite a bit, which is good to me. So, you know, okay, I don't have to really spend too much time building immortals when he's not gonna have immortals out at any, or at least roaches out at a certain time. And as you can see, the Zerg's money is pretty high, even though his income should be, even though he has less workers, but he hasn't been able to build anything. So, and as you see, I'm still, you know, my average has jumped up a bit, and it's gonna go right back down. Again, if you're watching this all in ×2, if I had it on, you know, same thing, I don't know why he GG'd. I think he thought my next attack was coming soon. Then I see roaches, I'm like, okay, his roach one isn't where it should be. So I was like, okay, well, it must be somewhere else that I didn't notice. So I get my couple of sentries. So now I'm kind of stressing while I'm trying to figure out. So here we go on faster speed. So I do get Zealot Charge, which I prefer over Blink. And again, one more Immortal. I got 3 probes, drop them back in. That way they can do what they need to do. Take 1 probe and build another. And attempt to build my 3rd expansion. And big mistake I made there is not all my army was attacking. And on top of that, I did lose a sentry in the battle, or at least in that fight, and so this is gonna make it a little hard. So again, I'm not. You can see my movements on my camera because it's on, you know, the speed that, you know, you'd be seeing if I was doing this, you know, live. Which I'll get back to doing soon. I just want to get some basic sound to let those understand that, to let those that actually do play Protoss my builds, and if you're Zerg, you're learning to find ways to counter my builds. But so we're gonna just kind of watch it from here, and we're looking at 15 minutes. I have yet to see another attack, and he's just letting me build up along with it. But he's also building up too. He's at 36, and he's at 161, 76. A lot of that's just roaches. So here we go. Now, if I had Blink, I'm pretty sure I could have. A lot of his roaches would have died prior to that, so that's just that. But my upgrades are 2-1, and he doesn't have any upgrades, and he has no upgrades on the way. So my money is floating kind of high, so I'm gonna take 2 expansions because I know my 2 bases are gonna be extinguished pretty fast. So I'm hoping that I can get those up while holding them at, you know, his base. Here's my next warping of stalkers. Now I should have sent them to here, but I didn't. I sent them there. And the reason for that is there's going to be a nice tip off of why. Because I'm going to push up. And there's roaches coming from this direction. I'm going, okay. And then here comes a bunch of Hydras. I'm going, okay, well this is good for me. If I have Templar, I can just like start sniping these. You know? And then it tells me, okay, he must have a base. So my next warping was to that. I am losing a lot of army. So and here I go trying to get most of everything I need done. If I was a faster player, I'd have all that done. Because my money is quite high for what it is. But I also expend twice as well. That was weird. And now I see that I am actually going to go towards Colossus. Because it's just the only way I can get it. Because of the Hydras. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm expecting a counterattack. I really am. So I'm like, okay. Well, I better get some units. And I hope I have something. So, and now I'm going to start putting cannons in my bases. And trap my probe. Oh. cannon cancel. So if you look at the loss tab, you could he's double than what I am. So when we look at the production tab, he's got Baneling Nest. Don't know why. Most of the time, when I play against Zergs and I do this, is that what tends to happen is that they will normally go straight to mutas. So if we look at the upgrades, he still doesn't have +1 on the way. He's droning pretty good, so his income should be. My income is vastly higher than his because I've destroyed one base and then one mining base. Not that I've destroyed the actual hatchery, but I did destroy, you know, what makes at least the workers and the drones that were there. So if we look at this, 37. So he's got to be playing catch up. Well, I haven't really lost but maybe one worker. Now it's to roaches. So we went, well, now it's because he was trying to expand. So this is where Colossus will come into play. And again, it's all, and the rest of how you tech is how you feel of the game. And this is how I feel like, okay, I don't see any air. If I do see air, I still have my Templar to, kind of aid me into taking out the mutas. If I see corruptors, I still have my stalkers and archons. And if need be, I can always try to go to Stargate. So I mean, then here I come with my 4th expansion. So, and then here's my next warping. And the big thing is I'm trying to keep him pinned at his base. That way I can always have this. Even if I lose the zealots, I'm gonna still be gaining. See, like this hatchery is not mining at all. So that means he's been doing something else. His +1 is now coming into play. His APM is, pretty high. I mean, if I were to switch to his, as he just now slows down. But so I didn't see that. He pulled his drones off by accident. I mean, effectively, as far as the APM is concerned, effective moves per minute is that mine's a little higher. But a lot of it is for me doing one thing after another. I mean, I'm almost close to my 200 army. Now I've got a bunch of gateways ready. So that way I can always get what I need. I got 2 robotics facilities. I got upgrades coming up. I'm almost 3-3. I think I'm waiting on my 3-3. Yeah. So, and then I got my Dark Shrine coming up. So I'm ready for whatever's gonna happen. I got Colossus, I got Templar. Not much else I can really ask for. As far as AoE damage. And here we go with the 2 more. With the Chrono Boost on 2 more. And then I'm just gonna leave a little room for DTs, so I'm not really wasting anything. I don't want to waste, so much more supply on something that's on units that I'm not going to use as far as harassment's concerned. I mean, you're seeing my APM jump, and you're seeing what I'm constantly clicking on and trying to figure out. So and then we're look looking at the income. Dark Shrine did finish, so we're gonna. And then I'm at 200. And then as soon as that attack comes out, now I do get observers because I need to know. Maybe he has swarm hosts. Maybe he has burrowed units somewhere. I need to know this. It's just something I gotta know about. So I gotta make sure that my observers don't die. And then here comes. Now he's got infestors and he's not doing anything with his infestors. His infestors just die. He just wasted money on infestors, never used them. I think he was too busy concentrating on the fact that he was attacking one of my newest bases. B, his other base is getting, two of his bases are getting bombarded at the same time. So, I mean, that's a huge piece of it there. Is that he doesn't even have ling speed? Really? No. And he's only +1. I mean, now it's just me just A moving from area to area to area to area. And then, you know, having to warp in as many units as I could to be able to take out whatever his army was. I mean, yeah, I'm watching my army die, my bases die, but you know, I have a bank just as much as he does. Is this bank good? No. But I have but I'm now consistently being at a good 200 army. And not much else he can do really after that. So, I mean, we're just looking at it from that. You know, he had so many more opportunities. Yeah, he was mining from a little bit here, a little bit there. He's down to 18 harvesters, no tech buildings after I took all of them. I'm down to 40 probes. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy he destroyed 2 of my mining bases because I got no mining bases left. I also got 2 idle gateways. But this army right here died to a good chunk of my Dark Templar. And then, you know, with these 4 cannons on top of that, I don't have shields yet, but once I I should start upgrading to those. It wouldn't take me too long to get all the way down here, because I got a warping right here. I can just warp in units, and then just keep moving units around and around. So this probably got canceled when he left the game. So, but that's basically how it goes. So you want to attack between, the first attack should become between the 4.5 to 5 minute mark, and then if you feel that you can do another attack after that, try to get it around the 17 minute, not the 17, the 7, between the 7 to 8 minute mark, so that way you can get your zealots out. I mean, "28 seconds, okay. So you can get more zealots out and stuff like that. Actually, I want to click the one that's, so 38 seconds to build 1 zealot. So if you chronomos out 3 zealots kind of quickly, you can get your next, and by the time they get to the base, it should be within that time that they're starting to drone. So, and then I got that. So basically, I just teched a certain way, made sure it's like, okay, I see this, so I made sure that I get this. He didn't go Spire, which is one of the reasons why I chose to get Templars out. If I needed to get anything else, I always had Stalkers, and I always had Zealots and Archons. So it was just, you know, a positive. Then I got, you know, Colossus as well. 14 gil, huh? 21, 20, jeez. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this, and have a good day. Bye.